Welcome to Not Imagining Podcast with Myles Jones
and Kaleah Aaron, where we discuss the importance of growing while experiencing life challenges, healing, intent, alignment, and purpose.
Wow, this could really be something big.
Not imagine? Knowing you might find someone to replace me.
Not imagine?
Do I even remember it? Is the problem.
No, I think it was the one. I don't like the idea of. I hate that love bombing is negative, but maybe there was another term before it that I don't know. Like the term love bombing, it just has such a negative sense to it, and I think it's unfair. But I can't figure out what it could possibly be besides what it already is. Like if somebody just give you early, I guess it's early. Because I don't even know if it has to be early. Like,
no, but the thing, okay, so
I don't like this term.
The thing about love bombing is that what gives it the negative connotation is that you're doing it with ill intent. That is the reason why it is a negative thing.
So my thing is,
if you love someone, right? I mean,
right.
if you're love bombing someone
right.
and there's no ill intent, then it's
just what?
Yeah.
And then my thing is, how do we decide which one is what? This is love bombing, and this is what? Because again, I don't
know, but I feel like the other version is just showing genuine love and care and whatever for a person. I don't know, but
who made up this?
When
term?
we're being all technical, exactly. When we're being all technical, that's where it gets complicated. But I personally, I guess, could see myself to be a quote unquote love bomber, but I'm not doing it with ill intent. I'm doing it because that's just something that I want to do.
Right. So I'm saying in that instance, what are you doing? And it kind of makes what you're doing seem like negative.
Exactly.
And I don't like that.
And that's where I can understand where you're coming from, because why does showing somebody you love and you care and affection and whatever, maybe you buying them something nice, why does that have to be a negative thing? And we spoke about this because if you do too much too fast to the wrong person, they're going to look at you with the side eye. So,
but it's what everybody said they wanted, so I'm so freaking confused. Oh, you're doing it too fast. Oh, because I'm sure?
Well, listen, yes, but Myles, if somebody did this to you, if a woman did this to you, and you weren't ready, or this is not what we talked about, but she's over here giving you all the love that I'm sure you want someday from the right person, how are you going to take that? What are you going to do?
I think my version of, again, love bombing is catered to the person, I think so. Again, my love bombing doesn't have to be with gifts and stuff like that. Sometimes it's just the fact that it's the affection and the fact that I paid attention. But in paying attention, that means I figure out who you are and how you may need to receive this attention or receive this. You know what I mean?
That's understandable.
But if you understand that, I don't think your love bombing can kind of throw me off because you're giving it to me how I need it. That makes sense?
Even if you don't want it from this person, like maybe it may be too much right now.
If I don't want it from this person, why am I talking to this person?
Myles, you've never been in that type of situation?
Not since I've been intentional. No, I haven't. That's not been intentional. I just think it's just such a weird space to be in. I think it's just not. It's not fair. Like you hear about guys saying, "Oh," because in theory, when a guy says, "Oh, I knew from the moment I met her I was gonna marry her," that should be love bombing, right? In a sense, right? Because you're so sure about her. That's big. That's huge. Why does that make people uncomfortable? When people say it now, we say, "Aw," but that's also the same thing, no? I don't understand how did something as far as showing somebody affection and attention and getting a little small thoughtful gifts early became a negative thing. I think that's fucking disgusting.
Because some people use that as a way to distract you, manipulate you, and have ulterior motives. Like that's just what some people use that as. And they know and they study you and they're like, okay, if I do then she lets her guards down. She thinks I'm in love with her, and then I can do blah, blah, blah. And I think that goes both ways, right? Women can do it too. They can buy you whatever. They can spend this time on you. They can do this. And I personally think when women do it, it's not the same. I think that they're doing it because they want to be liked. They want to, they want you to fall in love with them. But it doesn't work out that way because you're not falling in love with them. You're falling in love with the things that they do for you or could do for you or have done for you. So it still doesn't.
I think, now that I think about it, I think I see why love bombing is a thing. Because in theory, you shouldn't be doing anything, if that makes any sense. You guys are just supposed to be compatible, feel those things, and it's just supposed to go. But my thing is, again, if we're compatible and I feel these things,
why can't I do X, Y, and Z?
Yeah, so it's still the
so
same.
that's
annoying.
I agree with that because it's kind of like a love language, right? So if you love someone or you feeling someone, you want to show it through maybe words of affirmation, maybe acts of kindness, maybe gifts. You know what I'm saying? So I'm with you. I understand why you're looking at it that way, but I feel like we are now part of this culture where everyone's trying to play hard ass. Everyone's trying to play, yeah, I like you, but I can't show you I like you too much. I'm trying to see where you at with it first, like kind of thing. I feel like everyone's playing that game, and
I get it.
It's confusing because if we're all here to find our person, how do we navigate that space if everyone's not being transparent about what they feel? Because they may come off as doing too much. They may come off as love bombing, et cetera, et cetera. It's frustrating.
It's very frustrating. I think if we're going to do that, what's the point of us even doing it? How can everybody want this person, want somebody that's going to do this and going to do that, going to do that, and then somebody finally comes around and do it and they did it too fast? It's just
I feel like we're all guilty of it though, to some capacity. If we're not doing too much, we are the ones who are like purposely playing fallback so that we're protecting ourselves.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like we all kind of play into it. And there's this idea that women don't want a guy who's too nice.
Right.
And I personally would never agree with that because please be nice to me all the time. Spoil me with kindness. Call me baby and tell me you love me every day, multiple times of the day. That is what I need. That's what I would like. But you guys think that we like drama, we like chaos, we like confusion. That's what keeps us going. And I just don't agree with that. I don't know where that mindset or that idea came from.
Dazzle.
You guys can razzle dazzle in other ways though. That's what you fail to realize.
Nothing like having somebody else in his phone. Ain't nothing like that. Ain't nothing to get the group chat started in the morning like a girl seeing something she don't like.
That's crazy.
I'm just saying like that. All of this stuff sounds good, right? So on one end, if you do all the right things, you're love bombing. And then on the other end, it's like, hey, don't be playing in my face. But if I'm not playing in your face, I'm boring or I'm too nice.
I don't agree.
It's just a weird place to be. And I would hate for somebody to have to So me as a person who does love bomb, I guess, whatever that is, I can see how sometimes I would have to pretend to not actually care. Like I've been in a situation where it's like, yo, wait, I'm too invested. Like I'm too feeling this person. I have to think about
what's that too. Like you know what I'm saying? Like why can't it be just enough? How do you know that person don't need that too? Like that too much.
I think sometimes how somebody responds to the things I'm doing, maybe be like, whoa, Myles, maybe you should chill out. Or maybe sometimes I think that something was really nice for them. It didn't seem like they appreciated it enough, so it's like, well, Myles, maybe you should chill. And it's like, in those moments, I hate that I even feel like I need to chill. Yeah. I feel like I should pack all my shit,
and be done with
put it in my duffel bag, and go and travel. Yeah, it's like, if I come with all of these things, like, I lay all these things out, I do this, I do that, I do this, I do that, and you make it seem like it's too much or you're uncomfortable, it's overwhelming, it's like, oh, I'm sorry. I'll pack my things and I'll go. Yeah. You know what I mean?
And then at that point, it's kind of like, what do you do from there on? Find somebody who doesn't feel like this is too much? I mean, even for me, like I told you, I personally feel like I can be too much for a man who's not ready for the type of woman that I am. And that's so frustrating because it's just like, yeah, you like it, like from a guy's perspective. Like, yeah, I like it. Yeah, that's where I want to go, but just not right now. And like... Yeah. They just want to have fun. They just want to fuck off. And then when things become too real, when it becomes too deep, it's kind of like, damn. Like, I want this in the long run, but I can't handle this right now.
And I think that's so fucked up. And this is why I say, I'll pack it up and I'll take it somewhere else. Because in theory, you know what I think it is? You know how when you were younger, like with kids, especially for guy kids, you go to a friend's house that you never been to before, and they have so many freaking toys. They have so many freaking... And you're just like, oh, you have this toy, you have this, you have this, you have this. And you want to play... You're excited. You want to play with them all. Like, you know what I mean? I think it should feel like that when you open your baggage of love bomb. Like somebody should be like, well, you do this, or you do that.
Oh,
Like
and they're like excited for it and stuff.
that's
like
how
that.
it should feel. It shouldn't feel like, whoa, you got mad shit in this bag.
But I think I think it might be two things.
Mm-hmm.
Trauma response and also like a cultural thing, like the type of culture that we in right now. It's cool to not care. It's cool to play the backseat. It's cool to play hard to get. Like those things are cool. So now when somebody's not doing that and they're doing quote unquote too much, it's kind of like you feel like the ball is in your court. Oh, now this nigga on my dick. Oh, this bitch feeling me.
Yeah.
And now you wanna bask in that. You wanna play cool. You know. This shit is corny, if I'm being honest.
I'm telling you.
It's corny.
And then I've caught myself wanting to have hand, like if that makes any sense. Have like...
The upper hand?
Yeah, I've caught myself, like it was a time in my life where I caught myself wanting to have that. It felt safer having that.
Having what? The upper hand in the situation?
Yeah.
Why you acting like you scared to admit that?
Nah, because at one point in my life I did. But it was trauma though. It was like...
That's why I tell you sometimes
I'd rather have hands, so it's like... You was on me, you know. Like I'd rather have that
because you feel safer in that position. It's like
fucked up.
It's like at that point you have nothing to lose. That person has everything to lose because they putting themselves out there.
Yes,
it's
and that's why I think I'm glad where I'm at now. Like again, I want to find a proper term. I hate that love bomb is even a thing. The word bomb just sounds like, yo, you just hit me with all of this shit and this is fucking insane. And it's just like, how can somebody genuinely care about you or genuinely treat you a certain way? It's just like, it's a bomb. It's like, that makes me so freaking mad. But yeah, I think I'm in a space now. I'm very vulnerable about that. I'm very okay with, yo, I bring this duffel bag of stuff. Somebody's either going to love it or it's going to be too much for somebody. And I'll pack it up. I have no problem with that. That's where I'm at in my life. I'm not gonna be anything else but that. I quote unquote I love bomb. I want to find. I hate that term.
I mean, you just let's call it loving hard. Can we say that? You love hard.
But it's not even loving hard. It's not even. Sometimes it's not even love.
You like hard.
Yeah, I'm interested, and as I'm talking to you, I'm engaging to you. I'm paying attention to certain things. The next day, I may be checking on something that we spoke about weeks ago or days ago. It's just, yo, I'm listening. I'm invested. Like, why is that?
My girlfriends talk about that, like, you know, and everybody got to check each other. Like when you start going off the deep end, somebody got to bring you back in. Like when you start checking, like, yo, I did this, I want to do that. I saw he like this, I'm about to buy it right now. We on date number 2 and I'm about to do that. And it's like, hold on now.
And I think that's
hold
fucked
on
up.
Now.
Everybody in your group chat fucked up.
It's not that everybody in the group chat is fucked up because you got different people who got different things to say. Well, why not go ahead? Somebody like, hell no, let that nigga do for you. Like you got different points of views, and so
I hate this shit.
I could literally probably like look at a photo of all my friends and tell you exactly what each of them would do or say in that situation.
Yeah, you always gotta say that,
yeah. Cause you know who you're dealing with. And you know who to call when you want them to entertain certain behaviors. Like it's just how it goes. But I don't like that, quote unquote, doing too much or just doing what you genuinely feel in your heart is considered as like a negative thing. I don't like that because it's just like, why can't I be my authentic self?
Right.
And why can't it be a safe space for me to be my authentic self?
Yes.
That's why sometimes me personally, when I guess I get that doing too much from my partner, I actually love it here because it's just like, oh great, we can do too much together. Like you can like you can openly say, yo, I might be wilding, but I want to do and I'm like, yeah, let's do it. Like I'm with it, like, you know. And huge. I want him to know that this is a safe space. You can have those moments where you feel like you're doing too much, and I'm soaking that shit up. I'm loving every moment of it, and vice versa. Like people have those moments where you just feel extra. Like I want to do a little bit extra today. I want to, you know. It's nothing wrong with that.
It's nothing, and I think that's what literally it's all about. I think that's the whole basis of this thing. You feeling those things, something comes on TV, or you scroll past something, you see
something triggers something. It's like, I want to do this,
and I don't care what it is, how all out it is, or you said something one time, and I've been never let it go. It's like you want to do it, and
now's my time when I want to do it,
and that's okay. That's what the whole point of doing is. Anything else just seems corny to me. Yeah, it makes no sense. I hate it.
I like that. I like doing those things. I like catching my partner off guard. Like, oh, you didn't think I was thinking about you, right? I got something for you. It don't always have to be on a holiday. It don't always got to be, oh, we got into an argument. Here's the makeup from, it don't have to, it could be a regular day. Everybody's doing good, but I want to do my big one. And it should be nothing wrong with that.
But I can say sometimes, again, we have to be careful of how we respond to certain things. Because, like, let's say, for instance, you are doing a big one, right? Mm-hmm. And your boyfriend had a long day. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And in you doing your big one, his response is not
Myles, that's huge. You always say you hate feeling unappreciated, and I'm so here with you with that,
and in
because
that moment is just
you got one time to not respond the way I want you to, and I'm never doing it again.
You want to crawl into your hole, and it's just like, damn, like, okay, my bad.
Because I just broke my back to make this happen, and you act like you don't even care. Like,
and that's the first day we start playing the game.
Absolutely.
Because I
just told you I'm not doing it again.
Now it's like, no, you're not going to catch me. You don't worry about it, sweetheart.
Yeah.
You're not going to catch me doing too much again. Don't you worry about it. And that's where it starts.
Yeah.
But sometimes it's not even like on purpose. Sometimes you just can't. So again, in that moment, you should be able to realize, hey, this person did this special thing for me, and acknowledge it, embrace it. But sometimes you're human, you know. You had a day. You may not have the energy to appreciate this big gesture.
You need to show some enthusiasm.
But you need to. I know.
I don't care.
But I try to give grace for the thought that somebody possibly can't. So that's why I said that's what I experienced. Sometimes it's like I would do something thoughtful, and it's just like, oh, and then the response is not as what I thought it would be.
Yeah, that matters. That really matters.
But as I say that, I think, like, is that something for me, or is that something for them? Does that make any sense?
The response?
Because I did it genuinely because I just wanted to do it, right? Mm-hmm. But why does your response weigh so heavy on me?
So
you understand what I'm saying?
Yes,
so was it for them or was it for me?
Someone once said that we're all selfish.
Yes.
And I'm like, how? Like, if I do something nice for you, how am I selfish?
Right.
It's like you did something for that person because it made you feel good.
Right.
And the moment it doesn't make you feel good, aka the response, now it's a problem.
Yes.
And it just goes back to you did it for them or you did it for you. And
that's tough. So now you have to think about that.
But then it's also, I did do it for you, but it seems like you don't appreciate that I did this for you. And so now that hurts my feelings.
Yes, I get that to a certain extent. So I hear what you're saying, but I just see it. I think about it both sides because it's like you gotta give grace. It's like if you did this, if you so-called said you did this,
it's kind of like you do it, you wash your hands, and nothing should matter after that.
Shit, you should have did it anonymously. I couldn't say the word anonymously.
And that is like what vulnerability is. Like when you be vulnerable, you have to be okay with it going anyway. But you're being vulnerable, which means that you're putting yourself out there, regardless of the outcome.
And that's where I think I'm at in life. I have no problem with doing something and then somebody saying nothing back or somebody like that's where I'm at in life.
I'm not there yet. I'm gonna be honest with you.
I'm
not there yet because even I think about that across the board, and I know this is about to go left, but I think about that across the board. Mm-hmm. If I wanted to do a sexual gesture, like a wild one, I know this is going left, right? And if I do it out of, I feel like I want to do it, I want to be, whatever.
Right.
And you give me no reaction, it's no way. I'm not there. I'm not there in life.
I think, first of all, I think a sexual gesture is a little bit vulnerable, and it should be
a little bit. It's very vulnerable.
It's very vulnerable. So I think that should automatically be treated as such and treated with sensitivity. So I think that's something completely different.
But talking about vulnerability overall, though, and I feel like.
But that's intimacy. I think that's something completely different. I think you have to be sensitive in that aspect in general. I don't think you can have the wiggle room. You can't. It's not really no grace for you to have when somebody's going out their way for you sexually. Does that make any sense? You can't say, "Well, I had a long day," and you trying to do something.
Sure, you can.
But that's insensitive. You know what I mean? Because we shouldn't be talking about. Yeah, but if you do, like I said, you do something. A sexual gesture, right?
Just stop.
You can't stop. We already started. You do a sexual gesture, right? It at least has to be, because if they don't respond well and don't appreciate it, it may trigger you to feel less about yourself.
Exactly. Matter of fact,
so you have to treat that with sensitivity.
Let's talk about this because let's
talk. Let's not talk about it.
No, wait. Let's talk about it. This shit just reminded me of something. So listen. If with sex, right? I think that most people tend to stay in their comfort zone because of the vulnerability it'll take to step outside their comfort zone. Does that make sense? So if y'all do this thing and this thing works, right?
Yeah.
And you want to do something else, but you're not sure if this person's gonna like it. You're being vulnerable to an extent, like, you know what I'm saying, to try something new and to whatever it may take. It takes a lot to do that.
For sure.
And so they do it. You don't like it. That's a bruise on your ego, whatever the case may be.
Yes, for sure.
And so I feel like that level of vulnerability is probably like top.
Yeah,
like
and
top.
I think in those instances you have to be. I can't give you grace in that.
So now you gotta fake, like, what we doing?
No, you can even say, like, yo, I see that you try to do that. I appreciate that, but hey, I'm not.
That's not my thing.
hey, like,
let's go back to
let's put the jumper cables back in the trunk. That's a little too.
That's tough.
That's
tough.
a little too kiki for me. You know what I mean?
That's tough.
You know what I mean? Like,
that's tough.
And I think, but again, I don't think there's room for a person to be like, oh, I had a long day. If somebody does a sexual gesture, I think you can't give grace to that person. But I think in other gestures, I can see how somebody is not as appreciative to certain things with other things going on. I can see both. I can see, one, you should be appreciative, but I also can't look at it and feel it. I can't feel so bad about it because this is supposed to be a gesture with nothing in return. It's supposed to be something I genuinely wanted to do. So it shouldn't matter how you.
It matters if, okay, so when you intend on doing this gesture, you want this person to be pleased. They don't like it. They're not pleased. We're not going the direction that we want to. How do you think that's going to make the other person feel? Granted, it's for the other person. I get that, but
okay,
you know what I'm saying? Like,
but hear me out.
It's like I should have never tried. Like, I put myself out there and now it was for nothing.
So you did something I didn't ask you to do and got mad because I don't like something that.
I hate when people say I didn't ask you to do that. If you would have pissed me off, say that.
No.
Say that.
No, but hear me out what I'm saying, right? So let's say you did something that you thought somebody may like. You thought they may like it, right?
Okay, whatever.
And they didn't really like it or didn't really give you. Let's just say they weren't really feeling it as much. It wasn't. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I didn't ask you to do that.
Granted, but like,
so
what if niggas just trying to like not be boring? Like, what they just want to like razzle dazzle a bit. Like,
you still talking about the sex stuff?
Oh,
I thought we was done. I'm talking about a gift, gang. Like I was out of that. I'm saying like a gift. Why did?
No, I'm sorry. That's my fault.
Yeah. What time is it? Let's say like a gift. You buy somebody a gift because you think they may like it, right?
Yes.
You think they may like it.
Yes.
Turns out they weren't that thrilled about it, right?
Right.
Is it their fault that you thought that you knew that? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think it's a little bit different. I mean, I've been in situations like that, and I didn't take it personal because guess what? I know what that's like to be on the other side. Hate people buy me gifts that I don't like.
Right. You know what I mean?
Don't ask me what I want. I'll give you a list.
But I'm saying,
don't try to wing it, and now I gotta pretend to keep it, and I'm throwing it out, giving it to Goodwill. Like, just don't do that.
But will you feel a way about their appreciation towards the gift that they didn't like? You know what I mean?
I think that I'm at a space where that wouldn't bother me.
Okay.
So personally, the answer is I can handle that.
Okay.
But emotionally, I don't think that, like, if I profess my love to you, pour my heart out,
yeah, for sure,
and it doesn't go the way how I need it to go, it's gonna cause me to shut down a bit. Sexually, if I try to do some wild shit, I mean, I have not been in a situation. But if I try to do something like that, because I'm just talking about different levels.
No, I hear you. I'm listening.
Of vulnerability.
For sure.
Because you said that you're there in life, and I'm just telling you that I'm not there yet. Because I just feel like I feel so deep, and I don't want to ruin parts of me that has not been tapped into yet. I don't want to ruin it. Does that make sense? So like,
ruin it how? By exposing it to them and they mess it up.
Yes.
So here's my thing.
I want to protect that, and I think I want to unleash it when I feel like it's really safe to do so. I can just honestly say I'm just not there yet.
I get that. I think, again, as me working on myself and have so much work to do, I'm also very proud and happy with the person I am right now, right? So in this bag that I've cultivated and put together, I feel like if somebody doesn't like what's in it, I no longer want to keep it here. Mm-hmm. I want to take it somewhere else. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So I think once you feel like you're happy with what's in this bag, I'll take it. I'll just go somewhere else with it. And I notice also once I take that bag away, people sometimes come back looking for things in there. If that makes any sense.
Yeah.
Like I can see how at one point it was a love bomb and it was overwhelming.
But then when it's gone, it's just understood, like, and you kind of like, wait, I kind of want that back. I kind of need that back. Yeah, I understand. I understand.
So and that's the part that bugs me out, and that's one of my biggest things in dating or in general with people. I hate the pick me up, put me down thing. I
can understand that because a lot of dudes that I've known to be like the nice guy or the good guy or whatever, they always got the shitty end of the stick.
For sure.
And I always was like, it's kind of like, like how some guys be like, oh, if I just had that girl, I. It's kind of like the same thing. There's some girls who see good dudes and be like, if I only had a dude, like if I only had the opportunity, I would do this, that with that type of guy.
They have no idea.
So it's kind of like everybody get what they don't really.
I think people don't have no idea what it entails to have a guy like that.
I agree.
It takes a lot of self-reflection once that guy shows up.
I agree. And
this self-reflection and him it's optimistic self-reflection.
Yeah.
Like he's saying certain things. Like I've been in situations where I'm like, being myself, love bomber or whatever you call it. And it's just like, you see that in me. And it's like, if they don't, what do they do with it? That's troubling for them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If I show up treating you a certain way you haven't been treated before, it's like, damn, like
you throwing them off.
Yes. Yeah. And I've seen people fumble the bag like that.
All the time. All the time. I've had people. Well, I've had a guy tell me to my face like, you wanted me to grow up and I wasn't ready to do that yet. Yeah. So if we're not growing up, what we doing? We just staying stagnant.
Out here playing around, protecting our feelings and shit.
And I'm not even talking about. I'm just talking about like on a level to want more for yourself, want more out of life, and just do the things that's gonna take you to get there. Some people just want to fool around all day, and I've never been that kind of person. Everyone who knows me knows that I'm not like the typical fuck around and goof off kind of thing. It's like I've always been chasing and wanting and just wanting to do more and more and more. And some people just want to have fun, and I do understand and respect that, right? But I just feel like it's so much. Much things to go out there and get and do, like have a healthy balance. So
I think when you're with the right person, you'll have a constant reflection, a constant mirror of yourself if you're with the right person in a healthy way. But I also think for you, the person that you are, I think you come with that whether it's the person or not. I think you naturally bring reflection upon people. I think
really?
I think you don't really have time for somebody to come to you and not be trying to progress and trying to work on something else and not trying to do something next. So I think you're automatically coming with reflection before we even get to the nitty gritty. I feel like if that makes any sense. Yeah. So I can see how in certain relationships, being together, certain ways it'll just show up as far as reflection. But I think the person you are just automatically asks for somebody to reflect or ask somebody to look at themselves and don't you want more for yourself? I think that just comes with you, honestly. So I think anybody stepping to you, better be ready to get to it.
Not too much.
My fault, gang.
But
yeah,
I feel like that's good and not so good at the same time.
I don't think it's bad.
Don't want to deal with that.
Yeah, but you also, again, you don't have time for it anyway. So it's like if somebody doesn't want to do it, okay, cool. You're not gonna survive here, gang. Yeah. You're gonna bring it to them tomorrow and then the day after that. So it's like, I don't know. Do you really want to be here? You know what I mean? So again, it's like, do people really want that? Like from the beginning, I don't like why I say I don't like the love bombing thing, because all the love bombing thing is everything that everybody said that they wanted. So how you got it, or you got it too fast, you got it too soon, how did it become a problem?
And then also, but some people take advantage of that. Mm-hmm. So yeah, you thought you wanted this, but then you get it, like you say, you fumble it, or you get it and you take it for granted, or whatever the case may be. I guess that's why you got to kind of like be strategic about it. That's where the games come in that we've been talking about.
My freaking love.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy.
It's weird. Like it feels like I don't want to do it. I don't want to do that. I don't want to date.
You got to be super calculated with how you choose to love somebody. Which is crazy.
Now I'm not being myself. So I don't want to do it. If I can't show up as me and it's embraced, I can't spend much time there because it will damage me. If I show up somewhere and I think what I have going on, not the best, but it's of value, and if it's not treated with at least the value I think it should be at the minimum,
Let me ask you a question. do you think that you can expose someone to things that they are not exposed to? And like you expose them to something that they're not exposed to, and if they can't meet you where you are, how would you navigate that space?
Meet them where I'm at in what sense? Meet them
Across the board, like in any instance, whether it's you're loving them in a way that they've never experienced, and so they can't meet you there. Like they don't even know.
For reciprocating it?
Yes.
Well, I think the
or even just understanding it. So like if somebody don't have a certain level of exposure, they don't understand.
If you don't even see how valuable what I'm doing is,
exactly. They don't see the value in it. Exactly.
I can't stay there. Because you're gonna hurt me. You're gonna hurt me in ways that, because you're gonna carry it like it's nothing. It's like, yeah, this may be big to this person, but
it's nothing to you, right? Fuck, and so that's not gonna work. And that's what the whole compatibility comes in, because if you can't see the value in what I'm bringing to the table, then what are we actually doing?
I can't do nothing here. You would kill me. Because there's no way one person can look at it like it's everything and you carry it as if, oh yeah,
okay. It's a clear imbalance, you know?
Fuck no.
Because now you're going to spend so much time trying to convince.
And then you're going to also subconsciously feel like, damn, maybe this is not that big of a deal. Maybe what I'm doing isn't.
Fuck your whole shit up.
Right. And I said, I've experienced that. So now I'm at a place where, hey, I don't care what this pawn shop telling me this thing worth. I think this is worth this. Yeah. And I'll take it somewhere until somebody can say, I'll pay you everything I got for that.
Or even, somebody who you may be exposing to experiences. Mm-hmm. We spoke about this briefly before, where even sometimes when you're friends, you want them to see the finer things in life. Or what you really think is the finer things in life. And they rather chill outside doing foolishness. Like they don't see the value in some of the experiences that you are exposing them to. Yes.
But I can't fault them, but I also can't bring them there again. So, yeah.
It's tough. I remember when somebody can't be on your level with exposure, with money, with all those different things, it's kind of tough because it's like, I want to do this. This person is not interested in that. What do I do? Especially if you fucking with them. What do I do? You can try to bring them up there with you. Some people will see the value. They will change. You will open their mind. You never know. And other people won't. They won't care.
I think in friendships is cool, but I think that's impossible in relationships to pull off.
Why do you think it's impossible in a relationship? I don't think that's true.
If you're trying to do this here, be here, and this person can't go there with you, it's somebody's getting held back. Somebody's pulling further than where they want to go, and somebody's getting pulled farther back to where they're trying to go.
Yeah. The whole thing is, if someone can see the value, so I guess you can try, and if they see it, then great. If they don't, then like you said, it's probably not gonna work out.
Right, but it's like after a while, it's like you're gonna keep looking further. Like, what if you're really interested in this, right? Yeah, you're looking for the deepest of this, and you brought them to this, and they say, oh, that's cool. I ain't really feeling that. What do? And this is supposed to be your partner. You're supposed to be doing a lot of
maybe
things.
That thing we had this conversation before, didn't we? Maybe that thing y'all can't do together. I mean, maybe they need to.
How many times gonna be that? But that thing is not usually a singular thing, if that makes sense.
Yes.
That thing usually covers other things.
Yes.
And now there's they also can't do this. Because as you go up there, you're gonna be exposed.
You're gonna be learning. You're gonna be.
This umbrella gonna keep on getting bigger, and now you guys are on two different.
Yeah. It's so important. That's why I feel like dating and relationships now is just totally different than how we initially thought was important. Like compatibility really matters, and it goes as deep as to interests.
Yes, but this is why I'm pushing so much is if you focus on yourself. If you focus on your interests, where you meet somebody at can only be where you're already interested at.
I agree. Like, because you're going to be in spaces that...
Right. So whoever meets you there, they're already interested in that.
I agree. So, I mean, but that's...
It's logical.
That's scratching the surface, though,
Yes. I mean, yes, it's scratching the surface, but you at least have that to fall back on. Yes. It puts you in a comfortable space to expose other things, like have conversations, stuff like that. So if you're already going to these places, they have to meet you there. But if you're going to a place
that's beneath you,
if we go to the club and everybody, it's a swirling pool of just everybody all over the place doing this, that, and the third. Some people playing games, some people not. Some people ready, some people not. Some people into fun shit.
You can end up with anything.
Exactly.
Yeah. And that's a little scary.
But this is what we're doing. This is what we do now.
Yeah. No, that's true. I agree with you. put yourself in places and around people that you want to, move forward with.
Yeah.
You don't want to go backwards.
I don't think you can
Or
really
even if you are in a space that may be backwards, don't pick up nothing.
Yeah, you don't pick up nothing. And you hang out. You do it for the night. It's probably some fling stuff,
and
but
wrap that shit up. Yeah,
it's not something you can't settle. You can't plant roots there. That's
you got to know what's
counterproductive.
You got to know. You got to know.
I don't think. That's why I always never understood growing up when guys would try to holler at a girl in the street. Yeah. Or you don't know this person. Yeah. You don't know them.
But that says a lot about that guy.
No, well, that's not fair.
Why not?
Because that's how we've been taught to get women.
Oh, well, I mean, we all get taught.
I think we all supposed to go towards our own things and find people, yes. But for a long time, catcalling and, let me holler at you.
You catcall?
Fuck no.
So if you've been taught that way, I mean.
I never saw the appeal to it.
Okay.
But I can't go by me. I don't do that. I can't do that. Okay. But I've never seen that. But I'm just saying
there's men out there who don't do that.
Yeah, for sure.
It's not their preferred method of trying to talk to a woman.
I think it's a very inefficient method. I think finding somebody in a club is very inefficient. I think finding somebody sometimes at a get together is cool because you get chances to have 1v1s and just. But I think it's very inefficient to try to talk to somebody after Ski just was playing. Like it's hard to really figure out what they're trying to go in life. You know what I mean? Or what they're really interested in after. That shit was just moving like that.
But like some people don't care for that substance. They just, she look good and that's it. So, it all depends on that person.
That's
what's going on their mind and what they,
Yeah, some people may want to party in a club forever. So they may be fine in that. But some people want to be lit forever.
Yeah.
And I think that's lit too. Like they say, you want to die lit. I can't. Lit is tiring.
Yes, it is.
Lit is tiring.
Tiring and taxing.
Yes, lit
taxing
is tiring.
On your pockets, taxing on your body. Just taxing.
And I learned that now. Like the day after whatever something was lit, I can't even imagine doing it again. Like, and then I do,
you
but
need
it's just
break.
Like, you need a break. Sometimes I still do, but it's just like that just took a lot out of me. I'm freaking late to work. I'm tired. I'm dehydrated.
Dehydrated.
I'm very dehydrated. Like, you know what I mean? So I don't know. I don't see how we can officially go through life. As far as dating, I don't think that works for dating. But yes, right now we're in a space where nobody wants to do too much, but also nobody wants to do too much, but wants so everything. Much. Yeah, it's just crazy.
Somebody would literally say, "I want a girl to do I want a nigga to do They come through, they do it, and they like, what the fuck?
That ass.
I mean, I wanted this, but.
Where you don't got no hoes?
Like you a red flag now. Like you the problem now.
Why you so locked in with me? Where your hoes at? I know how y'all get.
This has been Now Imagine the Podcast. Go ahead and like, comment, subscribe, and share our platform.